Pahala Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Hakwadash. In English, that would mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, GMS for short, where I am learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that's scattered to all four corners of the earth, putting in this work. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, that also believe in this 100% truth. Matthews 28:19 tell us to go therefore, teaching all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Yahawah, and in the name of the Son, Yahawashi, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So that's what we out here doing. Do people like it? Nah. Nah. Nah, they don't like it. A lot of people hate it, actually. But we love it. And you got a few people out there that love it, too. Shout out to y'all. So, we going to continue doing this thing. These computers be tripping, man. I just had something put up and then it just took it off. That's crazy. So I wanted to go back into choosing money over Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi. Because, I mean, you really just choosing fiat. That's it. Yep. So I'm going to read a few things. Because fiat money is money that has value because a government declared it to be legal tender, not because it's backed by something physical like gold or silver. It says, in plain terms, it's money we use because we all agree it works. Which we ain't agreed nothing. They did. We just got to live by it. So it says, it's issued by a government, declared legal tender, must be accepted for payment and taxes, not backed by a commodity, managed by a central bank. Who owns the central banks? Let's go to that real quick. Who owns the central banks? They always dumb shit. Stay logged out when you go in the chat. Who owns the Federal Reserve System? Is a hybrid. So we know that it's like the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, but they're not gonna tell you that because they put Bill Gates and Elon Musk and dang, I forgot who the other cat that owned Facebook. Like they put them cats out there as the face because they don't want you to know about them. But them the people that run the world. They run everything. So it says why it has value. Fiat money holds value because people trust the government issuing it. It's accepted for paying taxes and debts. Everyone else accepts it in exchange for goods and services. So they got pros. Fixable supply helps manage the economy, easier to respond to crisis, but the cons is can lose value through inflation. And we in inflation right now. But the money is devaluing too. It says depend heavily on trust and institutions. It says, can fiat money fail? Yes. It says government printed too much money. Oh, fiat currency has collapsed when governments printed too much money, political systems broke down, trust disappeared. Eventually, people gonna switch to other stuff. That shit ain't backed by gold or nothing. And that's what you trust in? When that shit falls, you ain't gonna know what to do. And that's why we gonna still trust in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. So, Proverbs 8 and 10, it says, receive my instructions and not silver, and knowledge rather than choose gold. So like him, then choice gold. 11, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. Nothing. But most people put money over this truth. And they gonna fall hard as hell. And you ain't gonna have nobody that got your back. Because when he gave you a chance, you took the money. So you're gonna have to stand on that. So a precept, Psalms 19 and 9. It says, the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi are true and righteous altogether. It says 10. More to be desired are they than gold, yeah, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. So look, 11, it says, moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is a great reward. Yeah, that money seemed like a great reward now, but it's not going to be pretty soon. This truth, these laws and commandments, the faith that we have in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, it's going to be a reward that you can't just go by. This truth is priceless. You can't buy this. Look how many people that went into theology school, which Apostle Tahar call it cemetery school. You can't. They don't still have all the understanding. The apostles and the elders and the brothers at GMS, they got all of it. And they be like, well, y'all didn't even go to theology school and stuff. Why would we pay money when the Lord can give it to you through the Holy Spirit? Y'all paid all that money and the shit, y'all don't even got the truth. Y'all got what they tell you is the truth. And that shit is still alive. Mark 8 and 36. And what do you profit if you gain the world but lose your own soul? What do you profit? Matter of fact, let me get that in the KJV. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And then it talks about dang, I forgot. It talks about like, if you die, then who's going to get all the stuff that you got saved up? It's going to be a battle. Your family going to be fighting down there, killing each other for that shit. That ain't worth it. That ain't worth it. So to put money before Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, you the devil. You the devil. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And wait till shit start hitting the fan, you going to wish you didn't do that. So a precept, Luke 9:24, if you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life, for my sake, you will save it. It says, and what do you benefit if you gain the whole world, but are yourself lost and destroyed? You don't get nothing. If anyone is ashamed of me and my message, the Son of Man will be ashamed of that person when he returns in his glory and in the glory of the Father and the holy angels. That's when he come in them with them chariots and them nuclear weapons. And you going to be like, oh, please forgive me. Nah, bro. You ain't roll with me back then before I came, so why are you going to try to roll with me now? It's too late. Here, you want me to save you? Here's one of these missiles. Here's one of these chariot lasers about to beam down here and burn your ass up. This what you wanted, right? You wanted the world. Listen, you can't have the worldly shit and be spiritual. You got to pick one, like it talks about in Matthew 6 and 24. Matter of fact, I might get that. Yeah, I'm going to get that. Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. So you can't be worldly and spiritual at the same time, man. You can't be wicked and righteous at the same time. Listen, well, I can speak for myself. I used to be worldly. Before I came into this truth, I was worldly. Now, am I perfect? No. But a lot of things that I found out wasn't for me if I was going to try to continue in this faith. I stopped. I stopped. Now, I'm not perfect. I will never be perfect. The only way I can be perfect is if I'm beamed up into them chariots and uh, I'm given a new body. A new body. That's the only way. But other than that, everybody's going to always sin. But it's just like now when you know that's wrong and you continue to do that, now that's going to fuck you up. But we know like how I could have bought these couches, right? Somebody could have been on their period, and sat on these couches before I bought them. You ain't supposed to be around nobody when they on their period. But if you got to go to work and you work around women, they going to be on their period. You still got to go to work. Like certain things we can't even control. We living in Babylon, which is America, and it's wicked over here. Everything that goes against Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi is accepted over here. That's why this place is going to be destroyed and never be put back together. See, Israel's going to get destroyed just to get the people out, but that's going to be put back together because that's our homeland. But America, this was just a place for us to live out our punishment because we was messing up. So that's what this is, punishment. And we see it. And we understand it. And we just trying to make it through. We ain't trying to live life in this shit. We ain't trying to be famous and clout chasing. Nah, we don't got no cares for that shit. I know I don't. So a precept to Matthew 6:24, James 4:4 says, Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi? And when you look at that word enmity,
Strong's G 2189. Echthra.
Echthra. Enmity, hatred. Hatred. So let's put hatred in there. Know ye not that the friendship of the world is hatred with Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi? Whosoever, therefore, will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Enemy. Once you're an enemy, you're going to get the same treatment that the enemies get, which is destruction. Destruction, man. And it's coming. We see it coming. We see everything devaluing. You see the fucking infrastructure's fucking up, everything messing up, which they causing it, but this is a part of the plan. They shit got to go down before ours come up. Hebrews 13:5, it says, Let your conversations be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. See, we ain't out here trying to be all this and that, have big mansions and 20 cars, and man, no, we don't care about that shit, man. This truth is better than anything that I could ever have in this world. It says, For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. That's what we need. For him to be on our side. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi to be on our side forever. Because as long as we under this fucking white man, so-called white man Esau stuff, we need all the protection we can get. Your money not going to protect you. That's what people got to understand, man. Your money is not going to protect you. So look, as a matter of fact, precept, Proverbs 30 and 8. First, help. Let me get this in the KJV. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Convenient for me. Whatever you feel is what I should have. That's what I need. And I'm going to appreciate it. Not what the world feel like I should need, because the world feel like you should have everything. But also, getting caught up in that is going to lead to your destruction, because you're going to be so caught up in this money and stuff that when they make you do some shit that you ain't cool with, all they got to say is, well, we'll just take your money. And you're going to be like, all right, I'll do it. Look at all these fucking so-called Israelites that then sold their souls. And now they want to play the role of, I was drugged and you seen the shit happening with people before you. You thought it wasn't going to happen to you. So you sold your soul. Look at Beyonce. They say that girl living with her bodyguard instead of living with Jay-Z. It's all a front. She is miserable. She sold her soul and she's salty about it. So now she got to continue being a fucking witch. Keep believing in that money, man. That shit gonna lead to your destruction. The next thing is you're gonna be a robot, man. You're gonna be a robot. He gonna say, hey, now listen, I know you got all that money in your account, but we about to switch to digital, so you're gonna have to switch to digital. Now you're gonna lose some money, and you're gonna have to spend it the way we want you to spend it. And if you don't spend it in a certain time, we're gonna take it. So people gonna be out here just giving the money right back. Then you're gonna be stuck, needing them, and they know that. Me, I'm gonna have to be off the grid because I don't wanna be a part of none of that shit. You know, you can't say like, oh, I ain't doing none of that, because you never know what the Lord's plan is. But Lord willing, he has it to where I don't take it. I didn't take the C-19, and I damn sure don't want to take this new one that's coming out. Revelations 13 and 16, he causeth all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. See, if you don't get this, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. But that's his trick. And if you caught up in this world, you're gonna fall for it. But the ones that believe in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, we ain't doing that. Because we know what the end results is. We know what the punishment is. So let me read to you the punishment. Precept, Revelations 14 and 9. Then a third angel followed them, shouting. So let me get that in the KJV. And then a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. So you're going to get his full anger, full strength, everything that he's going to bring. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb, Yahawashi. So think about it. How was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? Fire and brimstone. The same thing is going to happen to America. The same thing going to happen to anybody that believe in this place and is putting their trust and their faith into this place. It's over. It's over. And we see it going down the drain. It's circling the drain. Like the apostles be saying, circling the drain. Yeah, pretty soon it's going to be all the way down the drain. But guess what? Then that's when new rulership comes into the play, which will be the Israelites. And we can't wait. We can't wait. Lord willing, I'm part of that number that's beamed up into them chariots, because I don't want to catch a missile, and I don't want a laser from the chariots to beam down here and turn me into dust. So I'd rather put my faith and trust into Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. So, hey, if your faith is in that money, pray to the Lord that He takes that away from you so that you can serve Him versus serving that money. So, Kahala Yahawah, Kahala Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Hakwadash. In English, that will mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone. GMS for short, where I am learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth, putting in this work. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, that also believe in this 100% truth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Shalom.